It is 6:00 p.m. on a rainy Tuesday. Mark has just survived another exhausting, invisible day in the modern world. He is tired, he is stressed, and he feels entirely ordinary. But the moment he turns the key in the lock of his front door, he ceases to be ordinary. On the left side of the hallway, his golden retriever Barnaby is waiting. Barnaby isn't just happy, he is ecstatic. His entire body is vibrating. He drops a battered plush toy at Mark's feet, bowing low, his eyes wide with a devotion so pure it almost hurts to look at. In Barnaby's eyes, Mark is not just a man who pays the bills. Mark is the center of the universe. He is a returning hero. He is, for all intents and purposes, a deity descending from the heavens. But then Mark walks into the living room. On the right side, bathed in the dim light of a floor lamp, is Cleo. Cleo is a tabby cat. She does not run to the door. She does not bring a toy. She simply lifts her head, lets out a tiny, almost silent trill, stretches her front paws and goes back to washing her tail. She looks at Mark not as a god, but as a slightly clumsy, hairless roommate who happens to be remarkably good at opening cans of tuna. Looking at this scene, Mark sighs and wonders what we have all wondered at some point in our lives. Does my dog actually think I am a god? And does my cat even realize I am a human being? We provide their food, we build their shelters, and we offer them our hearts. But how do their ancient brains translate us into their internal world? What identity have they assigned to you? Welcome to Canura. Today, we are going to pull back the curtain on the most beautiful and misunderstood psychological divide in the animal kingdom. We will explore the fascinating science of why your dog views you through the lens of a divine leader, while your cat sees you as a non-hostile big cat. And I urge you to stay with me for the final quiet moment of this video, because I am going to reveal one specific silent behavior that proves your cat actually respects you far more than you ever imagined. A secret so profound, it will forever change how you define an unbreakable bond. To understand the identity they have given you, we must leave the comfort of our living rooms and travel back thousands of years. We must look at the sacred rituals of their ancestors, because evolution writes the code that their hearts still follow today. Let's begin with the dog. Dogs are the direct descendants of wolves, creatures forged in the brutal freezing winters of the Ice Age. In the wolf world, survival is impossible alone. They rely on a strict vertical hierarchy. There is a pack, and at the top of that pack is the alpha. The alpha makes the decisions. The alpha leads the hunt. The alpha protects the weak. When humans and wolves began to sit around the same fires, humans slowly stepped into that alpha role. We controlled the ultimate magic. We created fire for warmth, and we provided meat without the danger of the hunt. Over thousands of generations, this relationship became hardwired into their DNA. To your dog, you are a super alpha. You are a being with godlike powers who controls the light switches, the flow of water, and the doors to the outside world. Their love for you is intertwined with a profound sense of worship and reliance. But the history of the cat is an entirely different story. It is a horizontal history. Domestic cats descended from the African wildcat, a solitary, fierce desert predator. They did not hunt in packs. They did not have an alpha. In the wild, if you are a cat, you rely on absolutely no one but yourself. Cats were never truly tamed by humans the way dogs were. They simply realized that human farms attracted mice, and they decided to move in. They kept their predatory instincts razor sharp and their independence completely intact. Because their ancestors never lived in a hierarchical pack, domestic cats simply do not have the biological hardware to process the concept of a leader or a god. It doesn't exist in their brain. When a cat looks at you, they see another creature sharing their territory. Because you are much larger and because you feed them instead of eating them, they categorize you in the only way their solitary brains can. You are a large, friendly, non-hostile cat. You are a peer. You are an equal. Let's see how this incredible difference in identity plays out in the quiet moments of your everyday life. Point 1. The source of authority and rules. When you speak to your dog, they hear the voice of the king. Watch your dog when you give a command. Their ears perk up, their eyes lock onto yours, and their body tenses with the desire to obey. They are hardwired to seek your permission because in their world, the god decides when the pack rests and when the pack eats. Their empathy is rooted in obedience. Disappointing you is their greatest fear. A cat, however, hears your voice as a casual suggestion from a roommate. They have absolutely no biological concept of obeying another creature. If you tell a cat to get off the table and they ignore you, they aren't being malicious or stubborn. In cat language, an equal does not dictate the actions of another equal. They respect your boundaries, but they expect you to respect their autonomy. Point 2. The language of touch and affection. Notice how they choose to physically connect with you. When your dog wants to show love, they will often lick your hands, nudge you with their heavy snout, or roll entirely onto their back to expose their belly. Exposing the belly is the ultimate ritual of submission in the canine world. They are exposing their most vital organs to you, saying, "I surrender entirely. You are the boss, and my life is in your hands." A cat uses a very different ritual called bunting, that gentle, firm headbutt against your skin. Have you ever noticed that they usually aim for your face, your shin, or your hand at their eye level? In the feline world, head rubbing is a greeting used exclusively between friendly cats of the exact same social standing. Cats have scent glands on their cheeks and foreheads. By rubbing against you, they are mingling their scent with yours, creating a family scent. They aren't submitting to you, they are initiating you into their inner circle. They are claiming you as a partner. Point 3. The response to vulnerability and fear. This is where the difference becomes heartbreakingly clear. Imagine a severe thunderstorm rolling in. The loud cracks of thunder shake the house. Your dog will almost always run directly to you. They will press their trembling body against your legs or try to climb into your lap. Why? Because you are the super alpha. You control the house, the food, and the doors. In their panicked mind, they believe that you, the god, have the power to make the thunder stop. They bring their fear to you to be fixed. But where is your cat? During that same storm, your cat will likely disappear. They will crawl under a bed, hide in a closet, or seek out a high, dark shelf. As solitary hunters, their instinct dictates that showing fear makes you vulnerable to predators. They don't come to you to fix the thunder because they know you are just another big cat. You can't control the sky any more than they can. They process their fear independently in their safe zones. And this brings us to the ultimate revelation, the beautiful truth about who you really are to them. As humans, we often crave the dog's worship. The modern world is harsh. It constantly tells us we are not enough. We are not successful enough, not attractive enough, not smart enough. But to your dog, you are absolute perfection. When you look into a dog's eyes, you see a creature that believes you are a miracle. Being loved like a god is a heavy responsibility, but it is a beautiful, heroic bond that heals our broken self-esteem. Barnaby looks at Mark and sees a savior, but there is a different, perhaps more profound kind of magic in the quiet moments with a cat. Cleo knows Mark is not a god. She has watched him trip over his own shoes. She has seen him cry. She knows he is just a fallible, fragile creature trying to survive in his own territory. And yet, despite knowing that he has no divine powers, despite her wild, solitary instincts, she chooses him. When a cat enters your space, looks you in the eye, gives you that slow blink of absolute trust, and falls into a deep sleep on your chest, they are giving you a gift a dog can never give. They are choosing to lower their armor. They are choosing to be completely vulnerable with someone they consider an equal. The dog loves you because they must. You are their entire world, their alpha, their Sunday. The cat loves you because they choose to. You are their friend. One is a religion. The other is a profound, unbreakable bond of mutual respect. The dog promises, "I will follow you anywhere because you are the light." The cat promises, "I will walk beside you in the dark because you make this world feel like home." Neither perspective is better than the other. They are just two breathtakingly different ways of experiencing the miracle of connection. We are incredibly lucky to be loved by both. So I turn to you, the Canura community. I have to ask, which identity brings you the most comfort in your life right now? Do you need the unwavering, worshipful love of a dog to remind you that you are a hero? Or do you find a deeper peace in the quiet, earned trust of a cat, knowing they love you exactly as you are, flaws and all? Please tell us your stories in the comments below. Does your dog follow you like a shadow? Or does your cat wait for those quiet moments to remind you that you belong together? I read every single comment, and your stories constantly inspire me. If this deep dive helped you understand your furry roommates a little better, please gently tap that like button and subscribe to Canura. We are building a sanctuary here for animal lovers who appreciate the quiet, deeper side of pet psychology. Until next time, cherish the way they see you, because to them, you are exactly what you need to be.